Hi, I'm Olivia Ann Hodges.
And I'm Chris McGee. Welcome to our final campaign presentation for APR 522. First, a little bit about both of us.
This is Olivia, and I am all about data, meaning spreadsheets, and driving projects.
And this is Chris. I'm all about words, ideas, and the big picture.
This is our campaign plan for a new Penguin Random House young adult fiction 3-book series by author L.B. Carl. This is an unfolding story about teenage love, dreams, emotions, and challenges, and it's set in the 1970s. Our business objective is to drive $250,000 in revenue by the end of 2023, and our marketing objective is to achieve sales of 250,000 combined copies in that same time frame. Our communication objective is fourfold: generate series awareness and excitement, expand author visibility, foster reader and customer engagement, and of course, drive sales. And now I'm going to pass it off to Chris.
Thank you. Let's move to our situation analysis, starting with an overview. Penguin Random House is launching a 3-book series, Headstrong, Headstrong 2, and Girl in the Middle. Again, the unfolding story is based in the 70s. Our campaign is designed to help PRH drive awareness, excitement, and engagement. We have 2 primary target audiences: young readers ages 13 to 18 and older adult readers ages 55 to 65. We're especially targeting female readers. Young readers can identify with the story featuring other teens, and older readers can recall life in the 70s as kids or teens themselves. Here are some key highlights of our SWOT analysis, starting with strengths. In 2022, PRH spent $12.7 million on digital advertising, generating more than 1.4 billion impressions. The publisher also enjoys the largest social following of all major U.S. publishers, and they hold a 21.5% share of the adult paperback market, a 37.4% share of the adult hardcover market, and a 13% share of the audiobook market. Looking at weaknesses, PRH's profits fell nearly 12% last year. The publisher was blocked by the courts from acquiring Simon & Schuster. There have been back-to-back CEO resignations in 2022 and 2023, creating leadership disruption at the top, and the publisher received more negative than positive mentions in 2022. Now to consider some opportunities. U.S. domestic sales are up 12% this year, with young adult sales up 15%. PRH is positioned very well to take advantage of key trends in the young adult genre, including preference for book series. Young readers dealing with the pressures of everyday teen life are finding an escape in both sci-fi and fantasy books, which drive sales. And some threats to monitor. HarperCollins and KKR are bidding to purchase Simon & Schuster. More competing smaller publishers are entering the market, and recent statistics show potentially slowing growth among teen reading. Taking a look at some competitive analysis highlights, starting with market share. In 2022, PRH enjoyed 32% market share among major U.S. publishers with $4.22 billion in sales. They far outpaced other key competitors. And looking at the brand positioning map, PRH enjoys a strong brand position to the top right quadrant, fueled by a strong social following and more young adult readers. In terms of share of voice, PRH holds a big lead among major young adult publishers at 71%. Now looking at the media mix used by key competitors, Simon & Schuster focuses primarily on 2 major channels, magazines and newspapers, while Scholastic focuses on magazines and internet display advertising. HarperCollins puts all their advertising chips into internet display, and Hachette is mostly in newspapers. Let's pivot to target audience. Some key demographic characteristics. Females are more likely to read the Headstrong series and make up 63.6% of leisure readers. Young adults ages 11 to 17 strongly prefer audiobooks. Also, households that earn between $100,000 and $500,000 a year are more likely to buy ebooks and audiobooks. Young adults prefer adventure, fantasy, and children's genres, and 46% of adults in our older target audience are leisure readers. For psychographic characteristics, we get some interesting tidbits. There's a strong connection between love of music and leisure reading. Leisure readers especially enjoy classical music and soundtracks, while audiobook and ebook readers have eclectic musical tastes. And those who value staying informed on current events tend to be leisure readers and are likely to have bought a book in the last year. Now for behavioral characteristics. Audiobook buyers tend to be more active on social media and engage with their brands there. Also, social media strongly influences readers 18 and older who purchase literary material in the last year. And continuing on, 56% of readers 18 and older bought hardback books in the last year. Audiobook and ebook readers are more likely to shop online, and more than 80% of leisure readers, plus those who purchased books over the last year, shop online. Now for a quick look at geography. Many of our target readers tend to be located in or near major U.S. metropolitan areas, but some areas stand out, in particular, the Seattle and Dallas-Fort Worth areas. Other prime metro areas include New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles, Anaheim, and San Francisco. And now over to Olivia Ann.
Thanks, Chris. I'm going to introduce our Persona 1. This is Ambitious Allison. Allison is 16 and she lives in the greater Seattle area. She's a high school student who loves music, podcasts, Netflix, and social media. Here is Persona 2. Meet Balanced Beth. She is 55, she's married, and she's an empty nester. She lives in the greater Dallas area. She's an HR executive who enjoys Facebook and LinkedIn, 70s and 80s music, podcasts, and she likes fitness. So we're going to apply the consumer decision journey to our persona, Allison. As she goes through the CDJ, she receives messages and ads about Headstrong throughout multiple touch points and a combination of tactics used. Allison decides that she needs to find a book to read for an end of summer trip to the lake, and she turns to Book Talk influencer Jenna Just Reads, who is talking about Headstrong. Allison then turns to Google for a quick search of the book. Still searching, she engages on Instagram with micro-influencer Mixed Book Pics, also talking about Headstrong. Allison gets ready for a run and she puts in her AirPods and turns on Taylor Swift radio on Spotify, and there she sees a banner ad for Headstrong when she's checking the next song. Skipping ahead, while she's searching Pinterest for fun recipes at the lake, to use at the lake house, she finds a banner ad on Southern Living, and that is when she purchases Headstrong. She shares her love of the book on Instagram and Pinterest, and then she purchases books 2 and book 3. So to reach our targeted audiences, we recommend a solid integrated media plan that will reach over 70% of those targeted audiences at 7.6 overall frequency. With the target audience showing interest in things such as music, home living, fitness, cooking, along with showing a strong interest in social media and streaming video, this plan includes online display, social media, streaming video, streaming audio, earned media, direct response, paid search, and owned media. So our largest spend is going to be online display at $825,000 with 110 million impressions and 122.1 GRPs. Utilizing online display provides an opportunity to reach niche audiences and can be helpful for high reach, awareness, and also for impressions. The execution of this tactic includes multiple flights on websites such as southernliving.com, self.com, and relix.com. Our plan with social media has a spend of $640,000 with 128 million impressions and 218.4 GRPs. The target audiences frequent social media for reviews and recommendations from peers, information about potential purchases, interactions and engagement with brands, and also connecting with others over similar interests. This tactic is to include 7 different flights across Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, and Pinterest. We also plan to work with streaming video at a spend of $550,000 with 22 million impressions and 35.6 GRPs. Advertising during streaming video is a great way to get your message in front of someone who is already relatively captivated. When people watch TV shows or movies, they are usually trying to tune out and to get away. Headstrong also offers its target audiences the same opportunity with an upbeat, relatable story. This tactic includes 2 flights, one on Netflix and one on Amazon Prime. Streaming audio Our plan has a spend of $307,500 with 75 million impressions and 75.2 GRPs. With leisure readers also being music lovers, the target audiences for Headstrong are frequently plugged into these channels, which is another way to reach the target audience where they are and on the go. Execution of this tactic includes 2 flights on podcasts, 2 flights on Spotify, and 2 flights on satellite radio. Moving along to earned media, we know our target audiences rely on research and opinions of others when making purchasing decisions. These proposed partnerships, campaigns, and placements will help spread awareness and create a sense of buy-in and interest. With a planned 7 placements at 92.4 GRPs, the anticipated spend is $70,000 for 2 partnerships with bloggers, 3 influencer campaigns, and 2 story placements. To reach those with a current interest in LB Carl's work, we plan to utilize direct response with a spend of $45,000 and 15 million impressions. GRPs total 9.8. 2 paid email campaigns to newsletter subscribers are planned. This campaign directly reaches those with current ties to the author and can encourage them to share a sign-up link to the newsletter to receive discounted pricing on the series. By bringing paid search into our media mix, we can capture those with interest from the buzz around the initial launch, as people will go to the internet to search for further information. We plan to spend $37,500 with 15,000 clicks and 19.2 GRPs. We will utilize potential keywords with Google's Keyword Planner to create the perfect mix of keywords and run 1 flight on Google and 1 flight on Bing. The last piece of the puzzle involves owned media and includes enhancements to LB Carl's website with a design refresh to give it more of a 2023 look, in addition to bringing on content creators. These content creators are to focus on creative Headstrong content for the Penguin Teen TikTok and Instagram accounts. With 3 placements and a total of 10.8 GRPs, we plan to spend $25,000 on this channel. So moving along to our overall campaign delivery. The overall cost of this comprehensive campaign is $2.5 million, which purchases 584 GRPs. These GRPs also include 7 earned media placements and 3 owned media placements. Purchased impressions total 350 million and purchased clicks total 15,000. Overall projected campaign reach is 70.7 of our target audience with an overall frequency of 7.6. Our comprehensive 6-month plan focuses on the launch of the Headstrong series in July and the holiday season at the end of the year. This captures the excitement and anticipation surrounding the buzz with the initial launch, and it rounds out the year with a push to purchase Headstrong and the other books in the series as a holiday gift for themselves or for others. And now I'm going to pass it back off to Chris.
Thank you, Olivia Ann. All right, for campaign delivery measures as part of our measurement plan, we plan to measure success of our goal to achieve combined sales of 250,000 copies by analyzing unit sales with sales data. We anticipate measuring success of generation of 250,000 in revenue by reviewing revenue data. With awareness being paramount to the success of this campaign, we intend to measure brand and series awareness and brand and author awareness with pre and post campaign surveys and tracking positive book ratings and reviews. For behavioral measures and tracking our goals here of generating 500,000 unique website visits by the end of 2023, we plan to utilize Google Analytics. As we look to achieve 1 million positive social shares, we'll refer to share data from Facebook, Meta, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest Analytics. By analyzing sales data in Google Analytics, we can keep track of website visits, print book sales, and ebook sales. Taking our initial campaign delivery measures, we look to translate our business goals into communication metrics so we can properly measure all channels involved in our media mix and make sure our mix works toward a common goal. In evaluating both revenue generation and combined sales, we plan to track daily, weekly, and monthly revenue, monitor in-store and online sales, evaluate consumer awareness through pre- and post-launch surveys, monitor social media engagement of impressions like likes, followers, comments, and shares, and evaluate CTR of display, social, and search ads. We feel confident that our media mix and comprehensive plan will lead the Headstrong series to success in sparking conversation and interest among our target audiences, in driving the ultimate purchasing decision, and in catalyzing strong sales. Thank you.